Hello everybody, yeah, it's another recent pickups video, some more stuff from my birthday really, nothing especially like retro, but some cool stuff, yeah, so, you could probably hear my cat meow. First thing, new system, well, not new, but, you know, a system that's very important to me. I don't know how well you can see that. An original PlayStation. Not really much I can say about that. That hasn't been said. I actually got rid of mine. When did I get rid of my original PlayStation? When Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun first came out. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I sold it for a... I sold my PlayStation to trade in for that game. Gutted, really. The game was great, but trading a system for one game? Oh well, lessons are learned, lessons are learned. I never really trade anything in these days. It's not the rare one, it's the... It doesn't have all the cool ports. Parallel port cover is missing, but there's a reason for that. I'll get to in a minute. Yeah, basically Nicky had a friend who had a big box of PlayStation stuff and he wanted to sell for 30 quid. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I chucked him 30 quid, or Nicky paid him 20 and I paid him 10 because it's part of my birthday thing. And yeah, so basically I just ended up with a big box of stuff. It's a 7500 series, so it's kind of midway, halfway through the gen. It's got the revised laser and everything, so... But anyway, PlayStation 1's boring. But he did chuck in a stack of memory cards, which are always cool. Can't get enough of these. However, only 2 of them are PlayStation 1. The other ones are all PlayStation 3. PlayStation 2, sorry. So, you know, whatever, no worries. He threw in Final Fantasy VIII Platinum version, which is quite cool. I had the demo on the PC back in the day. Played Final Fantasy VII, obviously, but I never really played much of this one, so I'm looking forward to that. The other thing he sent me, he threw in, was a collector's edition of Grand Theft Auto. Now, I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. But it's got Grand Theft Auto London, which I have, which is wank, and GTA 2, all in one collector's set, which I thought was really cool. And there it is, collector's edition. The discs are really nice as well. You probably can't see very well because of the light, but really nice discs. They do like to fall out though. Very hard with one bloody hand. And that's London. Very different case to disc to the GTA London I have. But whatever. Put that back. Alright. Other things that came with it is a exploder cartridge. That's why the parallel port catch on the back is missing, although it does have a slot for you to put that there for safekeeping. Basically a cheat cartridge. I think I had one of these back in the day, but I can't really remember. I know I had a Game Genie for my Mega Drive, and if you know that, it's basically the same thing. That slots into the back. Turn it on, and you can access cheats. I believe you can boot Japanese and American games from this as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Another cool thing, a boxed, very good condition multi-tap, which I'm not gonna, well, I always say that, don't I? I'm not gonna open it, and then I do. I haven't actually opened this, and to be honest, this is going to be the first time I've actually ever even seen a multi-tap, because I never even Saw them back in the day. There we go. Sony's way of making you pay extra for 4 players. They're not worth a lot. PlayStation 1s aren't, unless you get the 1000 series, the audiophile series basically. Then I believe, I'm not going to box that back up just yet. But the things that really piqued my interest were these. Got the Vagrant story strategy guide. Now this one is very close to mint, so that was worth it on its own. I never had Vagrant story, but I used to go over a friend's house who did have it. We played it a lot. Also, Final Fantasy VIII official strategy guide. Lovely condition. Not perfect, not as good as Vagrant story, but very good condition. And Final Fantasy IX, which this one's seen better days, but it's still good. No missing pages or anything like that. Well, I wouldn't have brought it if it's got missing pages, but very good. Now I've actually got the Morrowind Game of the Year edition, one of these somewhere in my collection. The Blue Dragon one, and in fact it's got a little tear there. And the, what was it, Oblivion one. But a little tip for anybody that likes to collect things, these are worth a fair amount of money, especially in good condition. I've seen the Final Fantasy ones recently on eBay go for £50 each. That's mint. Mine aren't mint, so they're not worth that much. Probably maybe half that. Although this one's in nice condition. Not great, but nice. And this one's very nearly perfect. So yeah, there's another quick update for you. Thanks for watching. More of this stuff to come. Right, back again for another quick addition. Something I forgot. He actually threw in a controller, obviously, a Duel Shock. These were amazing when they came out. I remember being fucking stunned when Sony brought these out. I remember saving up my pocket money for about 2-3 weeks to get one of these, and even though back then the 6 didn't actually do anything on most of the games that I had, I still loved it. It was like back when I had you can probably still hear all my cats. Pip, actually. I remember this was like a premium pad. Like everyone in school had the standard pads, but no, the Duel Shock was like the Ferrari of control pads. I remember saving, I'm sure it was like 2-3 weeks, but I remember saving and saving to buy it. And then every few weeks we'd say, oh, I've brought any new games? I was like, no, but I do have a Duel Shock. And everyone's like, and now it's just, wow, 10 plus year old bit of plastic now, but very cool. And he threw in another one. This one isn't official, which I've only just realised. I was looking at it thinking, why is the wire a different colour? But it's actually, let me just unwrap, see if I can get the bloody, who made this? Doesn't actually say. Just says analog dual controller with a turbo button. I'm going to say this might, oh, it does feel a bit cheap actually. This might actually be one of those crappy reproduction ones you can get off eBay. Never mind, he threw it in for fuck all. And we have a standard one. These have yet to be cleaned up. And another one, standard one. Very nice. So 4 controllers, a big pile of controllers there. And one last thing. This is what my actual Grand Theft Auto London disc looks like, just because I did mention it. Fucking thing. Special edition. First time ever as a standalone game. And there, It's actually quite different. But yeah, now I believe these are quite rare. In fact, I know they're quite rare. But oh yeah, charity shop, 49p. That's a little tip. There you go. There's a tip for you. There's a tip for you. Charity shops, very good for old PlayStation games and things. Anyway, this really is it for this episode. Thank you.